Yo, what's up, Sean? What's up, everyone? Cooperstown, what's up? Shark Up Cards, William, what's up? What's up, everyone? Trying to give me a card free. What's up, William? Yeah, I'll give you a card for free if you give me one for free, man. What's up, everyone? Cathal, what's up? My post like, please. What's up, everyone? Sean, have you, I don't know if you're still on here, bud. Have you ever been to Lane Seafood here in St. Mary's, Georgia? I just got back. I feel like I'm about to yak, dude. Ate so much food there. It was freaking good, though. Michael, what's up, man? We got they had a boil out what was it? Something of the day was a boil, and it was crab legs and shrimp and all that good stuff. We get it, and it's like like half the size of the table. Yeah, it's right on the river. Awesome view, nice little spot. I've been here since April, and I had no idea about it until yesterday. Definitely going to be a frequent flyer there. What's up, Collector? Collector Kibosh. Yeah, I just wanted to... Yeah, I know that. Dude, it's good. Definitely recommend it. I need to actually hit you up on some other places where to go. There's a few places that we found, but with COVID, we haven't really been able to find, really go out as much as we normally would to figure out the good spots. But I have a bunch of buddies coming in town next week that I want to take them some good spots. What's up, everyone? Yeah, I just wanted to go live. I don't have anything particular what I'm doing tonight. Just sleeving cards, getting stuff ready to get graded. Got quite a bit done today. There's my filthy garage with a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of boxes ready to go. It's Friday now, chill time. Life is good. Yeah, you right. Just got back from Newport Beach. Oh, man. That's awesome. Collector Kibosh, man. How many, what's up, unit? How many cards did you send in? Do you have any pending there? Hopefully they start speeding things up. Some good places for you. Yeah, Sean, Fernandina. I've been there a few times. Is my garage hot? Yeah, dude, I'm in Georgia. It is very hot. But I got this fan, so it's going, trying to get my card room squared away, but not enough room to go live up there yet. So I'm made a little spot here in the garage, so it's a good time. What's up, Morgs? Made Collectibles. 5013. Yeah, Sean. I picked these up from my office, and I was reading it. Hobby only product. Dude, these are not a good deal. I'm glad. In my opinion, Bowman Chrome Hobby. I can never do cars. Yeah, I feel ya. I think Bowman Chrome is a great deal, but not these. These HTAs, honestly, I think they're a horrible deal. 3 autographs for, let's say, 200, anywhere from 200 to 250. You're gonna have to hit a pretty big card just to hit your money back. I'd rather go hobby, get 2 autos, and get a bunch of, base that you could potentially grade. I had the Holy Grail find this week. Got it. Damn. You got the whole set? Dude, that's badass. Hey, Collector Gabosh, how do they look? What do you think they're going to grade at? Man, I would love to have a whole set of that, dude. Oh, the OTAs, yeah, or HTA. I keep calling them OTA, HTAs. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, stay away from those, man. I'm going to be completely honest. I got these two. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'm not opening them, nor do I want to sell them to anyone because I don't know. Unless you're hitting a pretty decent colored auto, it has to be a big time player to actually. There's not even. I guess there are some big time. You got Acuna's brother in here. Who's that other kid that's in there? I forget, but. What's up, Jack? Oh, Collector Kibosh, dude. I have dreams about finds like that, man. In a binder? That's awesome. What's up, Cody? Collector Kibosh, man, that's awesome. It was the complete set though, nothing was missing out of it. Maybe 6 to 8. Yeah. Depending on what you paid for that whole set. If you grade that out as anywhere probably from a 6 to 8, you're probably making your money back if you're getting a deal that I'm thinking of. You found it from someone just kind of storing it away. No stickers. Yeah. Go live. I had a few buddies that wanted to get them into cards. I've been getting a lot of people reaching out to me, helping, asking about getting into cards. I always tell people to start off small. What's up, TX? Start off small. Don't buy anything too crazy. Morgs, you don't want me to rip this Bowman. Don't even tempt me. No chance. But yeah, I had some few friends that wanted to reach out, learn about some cards. My biggest thing is helping people out. There's a lot to learn in the industry where, a lot of good, bad, and indifferent. And, my biggest thing is I definitely don't want anyone to be getting ripped off and then have a bad taste in their mouth about the industry. I'd rather have people just have a good time. Just one. Morgs, I'm not doing it. TX, I agree, man. If these were hobby, I would be ripping every single one of them I had. I'm pumped for Bowman draft, to be honest. I told myself I wasn't going to drink too much because I've been stuffed, but can't tempt me with a good time. I'm always down to get a little weird, especially it's Friday. Why not? Nick Claxton gonna be the. You think so? Nick Claxton. Yeah, that's a bold one. I haven't heard that from anyone, to be honest. Why do you think that? Mars Cards. Why do you think Nick Claxton's the? Just kind of curious on your thoughts. I always like to hear what other people are thinking. Hey, cheers up to everyone out there. It's Friday. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hopefully everyone's staying away from all the crazies out there these days. And yeah, I'm ready to talk some cards if you guys are. Salud. I'm in for Prism. Dude. Collector Kibosh, dude. I am pumped. I was actually just talking to Sean about that probably a couple hours ago. Prism football, dude. It's crazy. No one wants to sell it. I've been buying some on pre-sale. I've been buying quite a bit on pre-sale anytime I can from, a few guys that I buy from. I'm getting a pretty good deal on it, but I think when it releases, I bet it's going to be 1,500 because it's going to be releasing in November, right when football is going to be the hottest. Basketball and baseball will be finished up, and it's going to be like the first big product, in my opinion. Mosaic is there, but I think Prism is, obviously the GOAT. I think that I could see it going for 1,500 easily. got 2 Joes and 2 Tuas. TX, dude, that's awesome, man. You should look at getting those graded potentially. His personality, Nick's class has the best interview before the draft I've seen. Super mature and ready to play whatever role the team needs him. Look at what he did in his yeah, man, that's cool. I didn't have that that perspective. I'm definitely going to look more into that. Hey, I can't say your name. Caprigi Cards. Dude, I love the content that you have, man. I'm always looking at I like the stuff that you have. I've always wanted, I don't even think you're in here anymore. Just a quick pit stop. But, damn, that's nutty. But yeah, I wanted to see, I'm curious on what people are buying. Get different perspectives. I did also want to announce I did make a YouTube channel today for the first time. I don't know shit about it, to be honest with you. Took me a while just to even figure out how to make one, to be honest. I had a YouTube how to make a YouTube channel. It was weird, but I got it going, and I'm going to get a logo going and get it out to everyone, and hopefully be putting some good content on there. There's a lot of things I want to do, like storage. For me, I love process. Keeping cards clean. How I store things. Where I'm selling cards at, because I use about, I don't know, like 5 to 6 different avenues of how I sell cards. When I'm sending cards to get graded, when I'm selling cards, when I'm buying cards, all that good stuff. Huge about it, dude. I'm telling you, man, it's a whole different game when you got to. I YouTube everything, honestly. Like, if something breaks in my house, YouTube. But yeah. So I'm excited about that. I don't care if I have 5 people view my videos or 100 or whatever it is. If I can hopefully impact 1 or 2 people and get them really loving sports cards like I do, and helping them out, because I had a lot of good people that that helped me out when I first started. So it's time for me to hopefully give some of that back. And that's the next dynasty for real. If they have general somebody's, yeah, Mars cards, I could see it. If they get everyone healthy in there, yeah, absolutely. How do I store my slabs? I've been eyeing those. Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't have any of those waterproof card cases, but I definitely know what you're talking about. Honestly, I use these. And once I get my card room upstairs looking clean, there's cards everywhere. I'll show you. I have shelves everywhere, but I do a lot of note cards just to kind of keep me reminders, because I have different cards going in, so many different places at all times. But I really like these boxes. I also have the 2-row, where they're 2-row. They're a little shorter. That's a good way to store things. But honestly, I move as soon as I get slabs, I'm usually sending them in. I'm selling them, because I'm sending hundreds of stuff to get graded. A week, where I get them and I send them out. There's times where I save them for certain seasons. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to move stuff as fast as possible and kind of keep that flow going. But how do everyone else store their slabs? I'm always curious on that. I guess how do you store them? Collector Kabosh. Bronson B, what's up, man? Chili Willy. I like that. Chili Willy, what's up, man? How's everyone doing? You think it's supposed to make a full-time off cards? I mean, yeah, I think it is. I personally, I still work, a day job. Unfortunately, it's boring, but, you definitely can. It's all about the hustle. And, it's a different strategy when you do it full-time. What's up, Wheeler? Squeals, what's up? Welcome to the party, dude. But I think it's definitely possible to make a full-time off cards. I've actually had a few buddies of mine that, I helped them out in the beginning, and They actually quit their jobs and now they are doing it full time. After only like doing it for a year. I definitely didn't suggest that to them, but by getting a few, yeah, collector Gabash. So my big PC, you know, I keep it in a safe, in like one of these boxes over here. But the stuff that I'm moving pretty quickly, you know, I don't keep in the safe. But yeah, you should definitely you know, depending on how big the cards that you have, you know, I definitely suggest lock boxes at a bank. Like if you got anything over, I don't know, if you know, let's say you have 50 cars over 100 grand, you know, I would definitely suggest putting them in a lock box. It's just not worth the risk. So that's just my opinion. Go Cards, what's up? I got my whole office desk in my bar. Dude, Sean, my entire office that I have was filled with cards where I had to get rid of them. I had to get them out of the office because it was just too many. And then I brought them all to my garage. And that's kind of how all this started. I have a card room in my house, and I'm really excited for when that gets all set up. But I just started the hobby and still Chili Willy, man, that's awesome. When did you start? I guess what cards are you buying, and you know, what are you know, is there anything specific that you're trying to learn or have questions on? But hey, another thing too, I forgot to mention. So I had a guy reach out to me. This is his the slab stand. He's like, hey man, would you want some of these stands as long as they put them on live? And I was like, I mean, yeah, if I don't have to pay for them. You know, I get random messages like that all the time. Usually I feel like they're just spam, but these are freaking nice. I got these in this week. You know, very super grateful for him reaching out to me about this, because I think they're pretty cool. You can like interchange them apparently. SBG Cards, what's up? Another question I haven't been looking at the release dates at all, but what's the next big football coming out? Football release. I know Prism is what, November? Honestly, I love Select too, but that's not till the end of the season. I love Select. I love the way that Select, I personally like Select more than I like Prism, the way it looks, but they're definitely not worth as much, which is definitely a big factor in my book. So I still don't even know how to even do it. Yeah, there it is. So I'm excited to get most of my cards back from grading, because I'll start getting some probably pretty big pops coming back, and I'm gonna break them all live here and go through them and, you know, see the different grades and see, you know, catch a lot of things that maybe I missed. Update is December, I think. Prism, yeah, November 4th, which that will probably be here before we know it. Wait, shit, we're in October. Oh my, yeah, Prism is actually just around the corner. Damn, okay. I need to start buying some more of that. Damn, dude, time's flying by. Honestly, I thought it was still September this week, or today, and then my fiance was like, nah, it's October. I'm like, holy shit, you're right. But Brad, what's up? Dude, Prism, dude, people are Mosaic Baseball. The great yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that. I personally don't, you know, if I'm buying anything baseball, it's Bowman. Not these though, these are trash. But Bowman hobby, Bowman Chrome hobby, Bowman Draft hobby. Did you see their update to their investors? No, Collector Kabash. what did they say? I know the obviously, their price changes, but what did they say to their investors? Because that's definitely going to be a huge factor. Can you buy? Yeah, man. I buy everything on pre-sale. I get a pretty good deal on pre-sale, and that's the only reason why anything I rip, I don't pay the price is what it is now. So I always have to look ahead and buy pre-sale for me to even think about ripping. PSA announced to double their office space, hired some director chick from NI. That's awesome, dude. Maybe we'll get our cards back, before I retire. Shit takes forever. Started a couple of months. How do you know which cards to send out for PSA? Basketball and football is what I collect. Yeah, man. So, when I'm looking at getting things graded for football, I only grade quarterbacks. That's the only thing I grade, because anything with position players, their values change so quickly that, I want to be able to sell them as soon as their values go up. So I don't even care about grading them. Honestly, I get them and flip them as soon as I can. I'm not even I could probably make more money grading them, but to me, it's not worth the risk. I'd rather make, the money I make on the position players, I use that to grade my quarterbacks. And then the quarterbacks are, what's going to bring your long-term money. And, there's a lot of things to think about with grading for quarterbacks. But what the stuff that I'm grading is I'm grading like the big name stuff. So Optic, Prism, National Treasures, like stuff like that for football. I'm not grading the random stuff. But for basketball, I'm grading all Prism, as much Prism as I can. Select, big fan of Select. And yeah, so those are the biggest things. That's kind of a loaded question, but if you want to shoot me over a DM, I can kind of give you some more details on that, because there's a lot of factors too. Like, you want to make sure the grade, you don't want to just start sending in cards. Not everything's going to grade a 10. What I tell myself is, if I have a box of cards, if it's newer cards, probably 15% will grade 10s. That's what I tell myself. So because you're spending, $16, whatever the new pay is per card. Let's say you grade 10, that's $160. They don't come back 10s. Depending on the card, you're hurting. You're definitely in the negative, which is not good. Hired from Microsoft. That's awesome. Tequila shot? Morgs, I like the way you think. Yes, tequila shot. Okay, cool. What's the site? Honestly, it's not a site. There's I just have buddies that own card shops, and oh, Brian, what's up, dude? Brian Clark, what's up? Yeah, it's not a site, so it's more of just people that I know in the industry. I work, good buddies with them, been friends with them for a while, that they give me the deal for their that they get it for. I'm very appreciative of that. Because if they didn't, honestly, I don't think I'd be ripping very many cards, just to be honest with you, for how expensive it is these days. But that's honestly my favorite thing to do. I love ripping cards. If I could rip cards all day, even if they weren't even for me, I would do it. Mentioned some image recognition stuff that would be new to the office space, so maybe they're gearing up for, oh shit, computerized grading. The great Grambino. Cheers, mate. Shrimp on the ball, babe. But Cathal, man, if you want to reach out to me, what I can do is, I do this for a few others, people that that I'm buddies with. If I'm buying, let's say a case, I'll throw you a box or two for what I get it at. I don't mind doing that. I want to spread as much of the love as I can. I am kind of stingy with my Bowman, just because it's literally I have 3 Christmases a year: Bowman Prospects, Bowman Chrome, and Bowman Draft, where all I do is rip all day. But I can throw you some boxes too. But hey, cheers to everyone. Happy Friday. Happy card day. Hope everyone's doing well. And I'm glad that if you like tequila, you should try. Dude, Willie, I am obsessed with Casamigos. That's usually what I drink, to be honest, but I found a Patron bottle when I was going through some of my cards. It was on the shelf, so I pulled it out and said, why not? Yeah, dude. Honestly, though, the Casamigos, it's too good where, I kind of get after it a little too much, just to be honest with you. The silver is phenomenal. But let me take this real quick. Salud. Ugh. Yep, good times. Yeah, I was actually thinking about coming up with a new, I was telling people earlier, I created a new YouTube channel. Well, not new, it's my first one. But coming up with a new name for it. And, I personally like the investor. I'm a finance guy. So, I definitely want to do something with like sports card investor, but obviously everyone knows Jeff. So, I'm not trying to piggyback off that, but I definitely want to create a cool name. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? But just want to create a channel, honestly, make it super low key. I'm not going to try and sell anything. I personally don't like to sell cards to people directly. I usually use a consignor just because I don't like that aspect. Like I feel really bad asking someone, giving someone a price because, I don't know if it's a good price or not at the time. What do I do full time? I do all the, no, you're good. I do all maintenance for the submarines. So I do a lot of lease labor for submarines for the U.S. Navy all over the country. It's a good time, man. But yeah, I created a page where I just want to help people out as much as I can. And, but I need help by, I need help trying to get ideas. And, for me, I've been in the industry so long that I kind of forget some of the things that I had to learn in the beginning that, luckily I had YouTube where I could YouTube everything on giving me ideas. And I just kind of want to be that plug to help people out for free, without having an agenda or having something to try and make money off people. Because, I use this as a hobby. Like, yes, I make money off of it, but it's not something I make money off of it so I can keep buying more and hopefully help more people. It's not something where I'm trying just to make money. Yeah, dude, balance between career and cards. It's tough. Honestly, a lot of my day is, working the job while I'm actually looking at cards, both. Very blessed on what I do where I can have that balance. But yeah. Hey, see you later, Collector Kibosh. Thanks for the info on telling us about your collection, that steel you found. That's cool, man. Card break. What do you think is the best Zion card? Hey, to be honest with you, card break. I like the plain Prism PSA 10s, man. I keep it simple. If you can buy a couple of them, whatever it is, I like it because it's it's very liquidable. Everyone kind of knows that card, where it's easy to sell, and you don't have to worry about, oh, is this going to sell for more than what I paid for it? Like some of the colored, you could pay for you could get a good price for it, but if people don't know how rare it is, people aren't going to bid on it. They're just not as comfortable. So yeah. Do you think Bowman Mega for 42 rib to ship is good? Want to buy it to support, but also don't want to lose all the... Honestly, 503 cards, I am not Bowman Mega. I need to look into that some more, man. 42 seems high, just to be honest. I have a PSA 9 Hyper Prism. Yeah, dude. Card break, tuck that away and forget about it, man. That card's going to be something that you want to, you don't want to sell that anytime soon. Mostly right now, do not sell that anytime soon. Zion's card prices are down, and they are definitely going to go back up next season when he plays. He's obviously shown that he's legit. The Pelicans just need to not be scared and actually let him play. But yeah, going back to Bowman Mega, man, 40. I don't know. you know, I got to look in that. Do they have Bowman First in there that are non-autos? Because this Bowman Chrome, if I forget if it had, yeah, I would have to look into that. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. But shit, at $42, I'm buying at least one to check it out. Anything Bowman, though, I kind of get a little crazy at. Why do I promote StarStock so much? Because it's a good time, man. I like it. You know, I have a shit ton of cards, and I'm trying to transition as many cards over to StarStock so I can have my collection online. Because I like to go to bars and, you know, and when I go to bars, you know, I show people my collection on my phone. And, you know, if I wish I had it when I was single, because honestly, anytime I pull it out, StarStock on my phone, like all these chicks just come running, and it's, you know, it's kind of overwhelming, but, you know, it's pretty cool because, you know, usually I kind of pawn them off to my buddies, and makes me look really cool. Also found a PSA 10 Fireworks Fast Break Zion. Solid, dude. Dude, can you send me a picture of that? I'm kind of curious what that looks like. I don't know why I'm going blank what that Fireworks Fast Break Zion looks like. Legend Cards, what's up? New York Beast Cards, what's up? How you doing? StarStock. Sean knows what's up. Sean, tell us why you love StarStock so much, man. Because I can give you probably 100 things why. You don't have to pay for submitting cards in. You don't have to pay storage fees. You don't have to pay, you know, the fees are really low. I like the aspect of the buy and sell. You know, literally I'm buying and selling cards on StarStock during NFL games, and making a quick $100, $200 just sitting there. And rather than, you know, creating a fantasy, rather than playing, let's say, one of the big fantasy, you know, daily, and, you know, let's say I hit big on one or two players on fantasy, but and then I still lose. StarStock, at least if, let's say, the players I buy don't pan out, at least I still have something tangible that I can have. And I can hide card from my dude. That is so true. Just no scammers right there alone. To me, I don't buy anything from people online, honestly. I do, you know, except for there's a core. Luckily, I built good relationships with people that I buy often, that I know who to trust. But dude, I'm so tired of eBay. Like, I stopped even using eBay because I get so tired of buying a card and then it's all shitty. You know, you get it, it's all messed up, and then you have to. I don't want to return anything. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm sick and tired of getting shitty cards on eBay and paying full price for it. You know, at least with StarStock, you can tell that it's, you know, A, B, or C. So at least you kind of know, you know what you're getting. And I don't think there's anything else in the industry that's like that besides buying actually graded cards. I have a Panini Gold Standard Payne Manning out of 10. Willie. Chili Willie. Dude, that's a great question, man. I don't know. I think, honestly, anytime I kind of forecast, you know, when people are going in the Hall of Fame, and yeah, card break, yep, just to make it clean. Yeah, you're right. I'd wait. But yeah, another thing too is tax. Like the definitely shitty cards off. Yeah, I agree. And you got to pay sales tax on eBay, which is a pain in the ass. Like, I'm just so tired because I like to buy high-end cards. If I'm buying, you know, like a couple $1,000 card, I'm paying a shit ton in sales tax, and then shipping, and then insurance. But on StarStock, I can buy a bunch of cards, you know, not necessarily pay sales tax unless I get them shipped to me. But if I want to buy and sell them on there, I don't pay sales tax. And then I can get them shipped to me all at once. So these are all, are you just a big fan or affiliate? Just a big fan, man. Big fan. You know, for me, you know, I'm so frustrated with almost every platform out there. It's such a pain, and it's so unfortunate that, you know, all the platforms that we have for sports cards are such a pain in the ass. You know, StarStock is one that, you know, I can actually get behind. You know, obviously there's things that they need to work out. They're new though. You got to realize they just launched in April. If you look at where they were at in April, you know, compared to where they're at now. Can you even imagine what they're going to be at in a year from now or two? I like to support people doing auctions on Instagram or Facebook before I do eBay. Card break, I agree too, man. But I've been screwed over on Facebook so often and Instagram that it's just a pain, man. Like, and I don't even like to get into it. Like, where if someone screws me, I don't even, you know, try and fight it and try to get my money back. Like, honestly, I'm just disappointed. I'm just like, man, someone needs the money that bad to screw someone over for a hobby that, you know, is a fun hobby. Like, I just feel bad. Honestly, I feel bad for that person that has to do that. Because, man, it's just not cool. It's just not cool. So, sorry, I'll get off my soapbox. Big Carb, what's up, dude? Card, thanks for supporting, man. Cody Green, I don't know if you're in here yet, dude. You got any questions? Yo, Carp's one of my buddies. He's coming down here to Georgia. He's going to do a week-long in-house session on learning the card business. And he's going to be wheeling and dealing, and he's going to be selling to all y'all guys probably here soon. So that's going to be fun. I paid almost $200 for the fireworks fast break 2 weeks ago. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, if you bought that for $200 now, shit. Let's head out. Appreciate it. Yeah, Chili, will you? Anytime, dude. But yeah, card break. That fireworks card, if you wanted to sell it even like halfway through probably next season, that card's going to be probably a 5x return, which definitely calls for a hashtag free money, taking it all in. Another shout out to my buddy Cody Green. He just started getting into he reached out to me talking about wanting to get in some cards, and I was shocked. I was like, dude, like he knew, he was like spitballing all these ideas. I'm like, damn, like I'm not used to people reaching out and, you know, doing their own research. And I was like, damn, dude, like you already know a lot. I was like, but before you buy anything, you know, there are just a little tips and tricks, you know, on what to buy, just so you don't get screwed over. But yeah, Cody, man, like what I'm telling you, like the Prism, anything Prism. So right now I'm buying basketball. I'm not buying any football right now. Honestly, I stocked up pretty well in basketball during the bubble and during Corona and all that, when football was like really the only thing not to go to go up in price. Bought a shit ton of Josh Allen, Kyler Murray. I bought a shit ton of Josh Allen, which I'm very happy with. Bought Drew Lock right before the draft for like $10 to $15 for Prism. I'll be around. I really like your page, man. Let me know if there's anything to help your page. Hey, man, I appreciate that. In all honesty, man, that's awesome. If there's anything you ever need, Card Break, reach out, man. My goal is to meet one new person from the industry a week. Luckily, the last 2 days, I've already met like 4 or 5 really cool people. And that's what it's all about, man. I want to get a hold of some Tua. Hey, man, I agree with Tua. I don't buy college unis. I don't like college unis. I don't like how they don't appreciate in value. I think they're a good flip, right? You know, early, you know, their rookie season, because there's no really pro uniforms that they have yet. But if I'm buying Tua, I'm waiting until Prism comes out November 4th. And hopefully Tua doesn't even play this year, because he's one that if he doesn't play this year, I'm going to buy like crazy over the preseason and then send it to get graded. And then hopefully it comes back, you know, hopefully the graded pops right before the new season, so I can, you know, hopefully he does well and take advantage of that. Yeah, man, November 4th. And it's going to be nuts, dude. Dude, Prism this year for football, I can't believe if I remember right, I remember I was buying Prism basketball, I think for like $300 a hobby box. And that's a pretty normal rate. And then it went up to 500, and I was like, I saw the increase on it, and I bought a couple of cases, and I just kind of store them away. And then COVID hit, and dude, those suckers, holy shit, dude. They went up a lot. Card break, dude, that's awesome, man. That's fun. My one advice to you, card break, if you guys are just getting into it, don't try and go too fast. Absorb as much as you can. Don't buy too much, because every week you're going to learn something new. So just try and take it slow, and just try and, watch trends. One thing that I like to do is, look at, let's say like a year from now, like a year, like last year, I'm looking at what cards were a year ago and seeing, the trends and how they rise, like in the players, like rookies, second year, all that. And that's where I'm finding things that I should buy, or maybe even take a closer look at. Mars cards, yeah, I saw that team picture of them all. Jordan Love, yeah, dude, I think Jordan Love's is gonna be one of those like Patrick Mahomes guy. He might get one start this year at the end of the year if the Packers run the table, and they're in the playoffs and they got to sit Aaron Rodgers. But I'm buying Jordan Love in the offseason when no one's even going to be thinking about him. Aaron Rodgers hates him, so he's definitely talking shit about him, where Packers fans aren't even buying him. So he could be a steal. In the offseason, if his cards are cheap, I'm going to be buying lots of him, and I'm grading them. Because even if he doesn't perform well when he does start, there's going to be hype, just like any Packers new quarterback will be, where I can almost guarantee you that it would double your money if you buy it low in the offseason. Card break, that's good to hear, man. Unfortunately, there's some people out there that you got to be careful of. Just be careful. Be careful who you're buying from. Just be careful what you're buying. Yeah, that's my only advice that I got there. We bought Zion. Yeah, man, honestly, if you're buying Zion, I like Keldon Johnson a lot with the Spurs. I like DeAndre Ayton a lot. I like Trae Young a lot. Those are the guys I'm buying, honestly. Mostly, and then I really like Justin Jackson. If you can buy his cards from $10 to $15 Prism, and if they're gradable, dude, I'm buying those all freaking day, any day I can. I don't know, bro. I think Herbert was the Mahomes guy this year. Wasn't supposed to start. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm a fan of Herbert. I was kind of upset that he started so early, because he was one that I hope would slide and be affordable. Gotta love some love. Yeah, you right, Sean. Prime cards, what's up, dude? No love for Graham. Like, what you mean, Cody? Graham crackers, or I like graham crackers. I don't mind them. Yeah, I know. Mr. Uji. Yeah, I like Herbert too, man. His first game when he was playing against Kansas City, you could tell I don't know, he had something different about Devontae Graham. Yeah, I like him. Isn't he Devontae Graham? Isn't he kind of older though? I don't think his ceiling's as high. If I'm thinking of the right person. That's Mahomes. Prime time. Yeah, dude, anytime I can get him Mahomes, I'm happy. I'm trying to remember. So what I do is I created like a list on my computer, and I have like 3 columns. Obviously you have your football, basketball, baseball, and then I have them tiered like the A, B, and C. So A is like one where I would want to flip kind of quick. They're already kind of close where, it's not really a sleeper. B is like your middle tier, and C are like my big sleepers. Like, great example, Riley Green is in my C list, where he's gonna, in about a year, he's probably gonna be 2 years until he makes his debut. But he's the best hitter coming out of that draft, out of a loaded draft. He's an outfielder like that. He's young. His swing is gorgeous, honestly. But I kind of tier it out like that. and I keep a list so I know exactly, it kind of reminds me of who I'm buying, so I'm not always getting caught up in the hype and, looking online and looking at what other people are buying. Like I keep myself, I have a strategy and I kind of keep myself to that strategy. And obviously, my strategy can change, but I want to keep to my strategy as much as possible. Because if you have a clear-cut strategy, that's how you really succeed, I think. Second year, I believe. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Devontae Graham is like 24 or 25. Not saying that's super old, but, if I'm looking for a play, or people like, your 18 to 21-year-olds. Yeah, Cody, I need to reach out to you, man. I'll give you my list, to be honest. I don't mind giving my list out. Right now, man, I just, Jason, to me, I like the hype. Honestly, I was so pumped for Bowman prospects this year, like before people even knew about him. But he got too much hype where his prices need to fall, which, I think they will in a year from now. Just like Luis Robert. Like there's times, like I have alerts up on a lot of different platforms I buy. And anytime I find a good deal on one, I'll buy it. I'm not saying I don't buy it, but I'm not going to go all in and pay a premium on them. Yeah, Cody. Luis Robert, that dude has made me so much money. I've been buying him since he was in 2018 Bowman, and been stocking up on him. I was buying his chrome. Sorry, I don't want to spill this all over cards. I'm getting shaky hands already. Have you had any Tyler Hero? Yeah, I have tons of Tyler Hero. I didn't necessarily want to say his name because I don't want people buying them right now, because right now is not a price point you want to buy them at, just to be honest. But yeah, Cody, yeah, I like Luis Robert. If you want to know a real investment, look at the name Isaiah. Mars Cards, man. You dive deep in the prospects. I like that. I like different perspectives, because there's no chance I have ever heard of Isaiah Hartenstein. Sounds like someone that works at like at Kohl's or something. But yeah, definitely got to look into that. Does he have he doesn't have Prism cards though, does he? I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I never really heard of him until the Bowman Mega Hype. Prime cards, dude, he's gonna be legit. But anytime you're paying like that much money for a kid that's 18 years old, like what are his Bowman Chrome going for? 30, 35 bucks? Nah, I'm not buying that. I'm buying Luis Robert. Or I'm buying, a bunch of players like this where you can grade them. Let's say I buy these for $1 a piece. I grade them and sell them for 25 a piece. I would say I pay 16 bucks to grade them. So I'm 17 all in on that card. But if I grade 100 of them and, make $8 a piece, that's an easy 800 bucks. At 25, which I think, 25 is a pretty fair price for something like that. From Germany only has one. That's interesting. I'm going to write that name down. Which baseball players am I investing in? Big fan of Riley Green. Huge fan of Riley Green, actually. I have a stockpile of his stuff. Bowman orange and gold and all that good stuff. I'm buying... I was buying Jared Kelenic last season. His prices have gone up a little bit. He's about to pop. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on baseball. Honestly, that's a sport that I do the best at, card-wise. But I do very well in baseball cards. It's so easy. Like, it's such an easy process. You just have to wait a year or two before you make your money. But it's so easy. Card break, Chase Claypool, he is legit. I personally just don't like to invest in receivers. Like, I'll buy them here and there, but I'm not holding them long term. I'm trying to flip those suckers as soon as I can. Isaiah has tape. Super. Yeah, I got to look into that. Davis Burton's. Yeah, I know Davis. Claypool is a stud. Yeah, dude, he is. Dude, anytime the Steelers draft anyone, receiver-wise, well, usually, I instantly thought of Lemus Swede. That's his name. I was like, shit, that dude sucked ass. Not the good kind, where he was a dud for him. But I like Deontay Johnson, Toledo guy. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. Big fan of him, man. He hasn't fully put it together, but dude, his route running is. Russell Gage is a good read. Yeah. I've never even heard of Russell Gage, to be honest with you, man. I'm gonna look in that. I'm gonna take this shot real quick. This is to no chance, dude. If you buy some Darnold, Cody Green, good luck, man. That is not one. I'm not saying he's bad. There's just better player. There's better things to put your money in. Just to be honest. That's just how I my thought process is. Salute. Yeah, I'm Cody. I agree, man. But you know, with Sam Darnold, he's 3 years in the league. People want to buy the fresh new thing, and you know, you could probably make money on him, but it's not. There's just so many other big buys. Danny Dimes. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I think he's a solid quarterback. He's in a good spot with the Giants. A shitty Giants team, though. Saquon's out. His O-line is pretty garbage. Not saying it's a horrible investment. Just not one. Cody, I know it's hard to explain, man. In the card, it's all about years in the league. Nick Foles. Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of Nick Foles. Yeah, no, Cody, I agree. I wasn't even a fan though of Sam Darnold coming out of college. I don't know. It's not that like his tape's good. He's got a good cannon and everything. It's just I don't know. It's gut feeling. No tangible reason. I had a gut feeling about him from the beginning. I don't know if it's because I ate Taco Bell that day. Luckily I did because I didn't put a lot of money in him. Because I'd be kicking myself, to be honest. I pulled out of select first off the line. I pulled Sam Darnold out of 23. I think it was like that orange, whatever that orange shimmer is. It's in select. And it was an RPA. I sold that literally as soon as I could. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a good card. Sold it. Luckily I did. Because that's when his prices were about equal to everyone else in the draft class. And I'm pretty sure I bought Mahomes with that money. Funny story. So in 2017, I was getting really into card breaks. Never really did it before until 2017. And I'd be buying into these card breaks where it was like pick one and then, pick one random one team. And I would always pick like the Steelers. I don't know, like a lot of the random bigger name teams. And for some reason, I always got Kansas City. In 2017, I was like, man, why the hell am I keep getting random Kansas City? And, honestly, I was getting, I would get the cards back. I was like, oh, whatever. Mahomes wasn't really a thing yet. Just put them in a box. And luckily, I did do that. I was getting a lot of Kareem Hunt, which was cool. Not card breaks. I don't do them anymore, man. It was just that 2017. It was the big guy looking after me because I got a shit ton of Mahomes. I put them in a box, and like a year or two ago, I was looking through the box. I had like 30 of these, graded them all, have most of them still. I sold like one or two. A shit ton of just random stuff in Mahomes, where luckily it all paid off. That's another thing I love the hobby, man. I love buying rookies that no one really knows of, like the Jordan Love in the offseason, like stuff like that where they have a huge upside and you're not really, let's say you're paying, minimal for them low risk, put them in a box. Hopefully they do well, bring them out, and then, make some good money that way. Obviously, what do you think of Chase Claypool? I think he's legit. I'm not buying anything high end of him and sitting on it for 10 years. I'm buying his like prism stuff or optic stuff when I can, and anything receivers or running backs I'm trying to flip. I'll buy in the off season and flip during the season, and try and make double my money or more, or hopefully more than that. But I don't grade anything besides quarterbacks for football. Stud athlete won't get a lot of use, so his friends won't know until he makes them. Yeah. Yep. And that's why I love StarStock, to be honest with you, because I can sell my cards as soon as he does well. Like, let's say he has a big game. I don't have to wait to put it on eBay. Let's say I put it on eBay, 7-day auction. It sells in 7 days. Great. Then you got to ship it. And then let's say the price goes down half. I have some asshole try and return it. And then, I lose the chance of, maximizing my money. StarStock, once it's sold, man. You can't get it back, nothing. And I'm okay with that. When I sell something, I want to know that it's sold. I don't want to have to worry about anything else. So after this, shoot me a text about the name cards to buy for baseball. Can't really find. Yeah, man, Cody, I got you. Oh, for baseball, it's very simple. Bowman, only Bowman. Bowman and Bowman first. So with Bowman, I don't know if I have a good example, but you see the Bowman first, that little thing on the top left. So with Bowman, you'll have a player, their first Bowman card will have that, and that's like their OG card. And you want to buy only the Bowman first because that's the one that's going to appreciate the most. And Blue Rebel, yeah, you're right. And you don't want to buy anything else other than Bowman for baseball, in my opinion. Topps baseball is good, man. I don't like to open it. I'll buy singles. Like, I buy a lot of Bo Bichette. I buy a lot of Fernando Tatis. But I'm not buying boxes of that and ripping it because you have to hit some monsters in there to make your money back, which I'm not in the business just to make my money back. If I want to do that, I'm just not, I don't even know how, I'm just not going to do that. Bowman at least gives you a chance to make some money because you have Bowman Chrome. You have Bowman Chrome in there, Bowman first. You have autos. You have colored number. There's just a lot of things that you can make your money back on Bowman. Personally, I think, where if let's say you don't hit big on your 2 autos and Bowman or whatever, how many autos are in a box, you at least have a chance for other stuff in that to make your money back. Topps Chrome, yep. I love Topps Update. So Topps Update is another big one I buy, which is different from Topps. But Topps Update's only good if you get it for a good price, obviously. Like if you wait till release day, I'm not buying Topps Update. I'm buying it pre-sale only. And to me, that's the only way to really make a good profit from. A profit that's worth my time, to put all the effort in. But if anyone is ever interested in boxes, I would love to rip stuff live, but I'm not just going to rip stuff for like random people. I'm only going to rip stuff for like a few people just because I don't know. I just don't want to get it where I get scammed or anything like that. So a few people I will rip stuff live, and people tell me like what they're looking for. I like to buy stuff on pre-sale. So if like, let's say a certain box, it's coming out like in a month or two, say, hey, can you get any of this? I'll tell you the price that I can get it for, and I'll give it to you the price I get it for, and then if you just pay shipping, I'll rip it live for you, and ship it to you. I just love ripping stuff. And Wander Franco, big fan of Wander Franco. I'm gonna wait till the off season though, because the Rays are doing well. I don't know if he's gonna play at all in the postseason, but I'm gonna buy him in the off season. I've been buying him secretly for a while. and grading them. But that kid can hit, dude. He's young. Another thing too, baseball's weird. So just because you look at stats in the minor leagues doesn't always tell you the real picture, the clear-cut picture of how good they are, because you got to look at too, like, leagues. So let's say you're in low A baseball. Low A baseball in the Midwest League is 10 times harder than hitting mid A, you know, in I forget some of the other leagues, but like let's say high A, the California League, like I forget the actual league, the ball flies. So if you're hitting, you know, anywhere above 270 in the Midwest League in low A baseball, in the Midwest League, that's like basically hitting 320 on the West Coast. And Wander Franco crushed it. And when he was with Bowling Green Hot Rods at like 18 years old. Should I buy Topps retail packs? It's 2 for $5. I mean, if for an investment, I would say no, but for fun, I mean, hell yeah. I'll rip anything for $5. I don't even care if it's Michael Jordan underwear. Remember when Haynes had the how about Austin Riley when he got brought up? Yeah, honestly, I had a shit ton of Austin Riley and I didn't even know about it. I picked him up on my fantasy, and everyone's like, why'd you pick him up? I was like, just wait, this kid can hit. Yeah, he is a bum now. In the beginning, he was solid. I sold it instantly because I invest in, when I buy players in baseball, I sell them right at their debut, because honestly, their hype will never be as consistent as their card prices. Like they won't appreciate to a level of that unless they're a Mike Trout, which doesn't happen. I don't know what IMO means. I'm not gonna lie. I'm 27 years old, but I'm 65 as in how cool I am. So I don't really know any of the lingo. Yeah, Cody Green, I agree. Honest. Nick Madrigal, you know, he's gonna be solid, but he's not one I'm investing in. That lineup though, I absolutely love that lineup. Oh, in my opinion. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I agree in your opinion, or in what you said, man. Sell me some Francos. I mean, I'll teach you where to buy them, but you're not gonna like them for my prices, so I'll tell you where to buy them, so you don't have to buy them at my prices. Sixto, I don't buy any pitchers, investment wise. Pitchers are like, to me, like position players in football. They get hurt, and their prices are very up and down. You sell them as soon as they have a good game, and hopefully you can double your money. Let's say you pay 25 cents for a pitcher. Hopefully I'm getting 50 cents to $1, and I'm okay with that. But Cody, yeah, Franco's, honestly, if you look at his prices compared to football and basketball prices, you can buy his chrome for, I think, like $25. Dude, if you let's say you buy some chrome, let's say you buy 10 of those, you're in at $250. You grade them. Let's say, okay, you buy 10. Let's say hopefully 6 of them come back 10s, and you don't grade the other 4 or whatever it is. Like, you know, that's just, I guess that's not realistic, you know. But those cards, if his debut, I can see his debut, his PSA 10 Bowman Chrome's going for probably $300 minimum, just from the hype. Mars cards, dude. I need to reach out to you, dude. I like your perspective on stuff. I'm a very honest guy. I don't think we've ever talked before, but you kind of have the perspective that I do, like kind of always looking for, you know, I'm always trying to zig when people are zagging, like finding stuff that no one's really talking about. That's how you really make the big money. Buying a lot of SGA. Oh, card break. What's up, man? I didn't know you're still on. So SGA is kind of like my big fan of SGA. So he's one that's like, I want to help out people as much as possible, but selfishly, I wish no one knew about him. Big fan of SGA. Big fan of Keldon Johnson. Those are my two. Big fan of DeAndre Ayton. I've been investing in flagship. What do you mean by that, Debo Bad Boy Jones? I just want to make sure I know we're on the same page of what you mean by that. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Like flagship SP, like baseball tops. Keston Hiura. I was big on Keston the day he got drafted. Been a big fan of him. Honestly, I wish he would have got called up sooner last year. I guess he did get but he kind of missed the mark where, when the Brewers were really good, he could have been in a really good lineup. I just don't like the fact he's at second base, and I don't like the fact that he hits the. One thing that I look at is like players that hit the ball. I look at like the stats no one really looks at, like what do they call that? Not the StarStock stats, but the I'm going blank. Too much tequila, but bat speed and all that good stuff. He's good. I'm just personally not. I think we're past the ball on Keston here to really make some good money. I think he's a great player. I'm personally a Detroit Tigers fan, and I wish the Tigers had him. But he's just not a player that I think there's better buys out there, just to be honest. Mars Cards, man, reach out anytime. Big fan of StarStock. If you ever have any questions, I was hesitant as well. And then, I reached out to them pretty early on, and they're super cool people over there. And, the CEO called me even he's like, I sent him an email with all these. It's funny, I sent him an email. I was like, I love you guys' site, love the industry, but these are all the things you should change, or this is, what you guys should do. And he sent me an email back. He's like, dude, can I set up a call with you? Like literally with like an hour. I'm like, that's when they care, And to me, I just want to find a platform for people a good platform for people to use without getting screwed over. You're going to hear me say that a lot. But Baseball Cards Series 1 and Series 2 update. Debo Bad Boy Jones, love Series 1 and 2 update. I'm just not buying packs and buying boxes to rip them. I'm buying singles. So, for instance, like rather than buying a box for who knows how much it costs, like you can buy a Bo Bichette for $5. I still can't believe how cheap these are. Like this is literally criminal how cheap these are. And this is a Fernando Tatis of last year. Look, his stats. Sorry, I'm getting excited. But anyways, there's not an easier buy right now than Bo Bichette. If you look at his stats and you compare to Fernando Tatis, if he didn't get hurt and if we didn't have a shortened season, this card would have been easily $25 to $30, I think, personally. And they're $5. I've been buying these literally anytime I can. Like if you have these, you want to sell them for $5, hit me up. I will literally buy every single one of them. Sorry, I don't want to go on a tangent. I think OKC's next will be Superstar Breeding Ground. Yep. Dude, they have so many freaking draft picks at OKC, dude. I think they're solid. Dude, that's amazing to hear. Start sign. Yeah. Debo Bad Boy Jones. Dude, if you can buy, what about Vlad? And you, honestly, I was a huge fan of Vlad, and I bought him very early on before the hype. And I sold everything I could, luckily. He's a solid player. I think I think there's money to make on him, but I'm going to say this a lot. I think there's better things to buy. I think his window has passed. But with that lineup's going to be good. Kevin, Biggio, Bo. I think Bo's going to be the catalyst of that group. You got Vlad that's going to be hitting probably in that fifth spot. Hopefully they keep him in the fifth spot. I just don't like his defense. He looks kind of. I don't think you need another year in the minors, but you know, it's way different coming from AAA to the majors. Just once guys have film on you, it's a different story. That's why I like Bo, because he was in his second year. They had film on him, and he still looked like he was still dominating. That's why I don't buy these until players are a year or two in, and because these ones I usually sell I buy Bowman, sell it when they debut, and then I wait a year or two, watch the player and analyze, and then I buy these Topps Series 1 and 2 and update of the players that I like long term. That's literally my game plan. It's as easy as that. And I'm not lying to you. You can look at my collection. That's just how I do it. And honestly, I like Topps Series 1 and 2 because they are fairly cheap. And these suckers are tough to grade. People don't realize how tough these are to grade. And, you know, the pop, you know, to get a 10 on these, the pop is low. But people don't really realize that until it's too late, and then the prices go up. Like Juan Soto and Acuna and Torres, all those guys. And I was buying those and grading them before people really realized how hard they were to grade. And they're like, holy shit, it's hard to get a 10. Well, no shit, man. These cards are fragile as shit, and they, you know, usually people are buying them at Target and shit, like not really taking care of them. Like people aren't putting Topps Series 1 and 2 in breaks. Like, they're not sleeving these right away, so they usually all are pretty shitty. Vlad will be fine, in my opinion. I mean, I think he's going to be a solid player. Don't get me wrong. Just not something I'm putting money back into. PSA 9s for 20 a pop. Yeah. Literally take all my money. I will buy those all day. Battle back from the Sox going to be good. Should be coming up. Fortune tellers? Yeah. I don't know, Mars. I keep it very simple. I like to have it clean cut. For baseball, Topps Series 1 and 2. For when they debut, after they debut, obviously. And I wait a year or two and analyze and see how they adjust to the big leagues. And Bowman is what I'm selling at debut. But I like to do it where spend a lot of money a year or two, and then they come up, debut, make my money, use that money, use the profits on that money to buy Topps Series 1 or 2 or update. So then I'm really not in the card at all, and it's all just straight profit, and it's kind of like a free lottery ticket. Damn, I didn't realize Bows or PSA 9s are only 20 a pop. Shit. Yeah, I'm buying those all day, dude. I'm gonna make a post on that. Yeah, I probably will. But I'll make a post of people. I want to buy them. I don't necessarily want people to. I want to buy as many as I can. But sorry, I kind of got really excited there. Baseball is obviously my favorite. I honestly kind of want to talk about basketball. Basketball is the sport that was yesterday, bought 3. Hell yeah. Hey, Debo Bad Boy Jones. Another little secret tidbit that I'm buying is Juan Makata. Solid bat, dude. He's going to be solid. That lineup for the White Sox is going to be dirty. Andrew Vaughn as a DH coming up there next year with Jose Abreu, Luis Robert. Oh, man, Eloy. They need a catcher. I don't think they're going to bring Grandal back. Dude, that lineup's going to be sick. Juan Makata, he could be either 3-hole, 4-hole hitter. And, dude, his cards are going to skyrocket. He's going to be protecting that lineup where he's going to be getting fastballs all day. How do you get those Mahomes? Honestly, I ripped them and graded myself. I have a bunch of them. I just got these ones back. I did a 5-day order and got them back this week. Just a small order. I have another PSA 5-day coming back next week. I'll show all y'all. Where do I buy Bowman? Honestly, I buy them pre-sale, man. Bowman Chrome. I buy a few cases of every Bowman product. Prospect, Chrome, and Draft. And I rip them. And I analyze them and I grade them. Only the Bowman first. Yeah? Debo Bad Boy Jones. I feel like I need a nickname for you, but because that's alone. You and I need to talk. I feel like we're on the same page on stuff. Trey Turner, absolutely. It's funny. I know Trey Turner. Well, knew of him when I was with the Diamondbacks. They had me down in Low A with South Bend, Indiana, and he got traded for Will Myers from the Nationals to the Padres, and he was with Fort Wayne Tin Caps. This dude was running all over everyone. He's solid, and he's pretty young still. Hey, sorry, Mr. OG1, Troy Brown. Not someone that I'm like A-listing buying cards for, but Troy Brown Jr., I think he has an upside where you can make some money on him. Because his stuff is relatively cheap. So yeah, I like Troy Brown. I mean, I'm not gonna not buy him, but I'm not gonna overpay for him. Tyler Hero is the modern day JR. It's a bold statement, man. Mostly right now. Yeah, that's just a bold statement. But for basketball, to kind of get away from the modern day rookies, I'm not disagreeing with you, Mars Cards. I'm not a basketball expert by any means. I'm going to be completely honest. Rumors of a comeback? Maybe. But, one thing that I've been buying is Klay Thompson. Honestly, I think his stuff is pretty cheap. Obviously that Golden State team was pretty ass this year, the bad kind. And I think he's going to be solid. Solid pickup where, you can easily double your money once people realize, oh, shit, I forgot how good Golden State was. I think they're going to add someone from the draft that's going to make them better. Hopefully they just add someone that likes to pass the ball. But I'm buying Klay Thompson. And honestly, I like Andrew Wiggins. Oh, it's funny. Dude, Debo. Yeah, we're gonna talk after this. Yep. I'm honestly buying some Andrew Wiggins. The only thing that I'm scared of Andrew Wiggins is if he gets traded, to be honest with you. Mars Cars, here's another little tidbit. He's gonna be in Space Jam. So I like to find little tidbits on how to invest people, not just stats, but there's a lot of other things. Klay Thompson's going to be in Space Jam, so he's going to have this comeback. He's going to be gone for a year, come back, play on a good team. He's going to be in Space Jam. It's going to be like this weird, kind of all in one where people are going to be hearing his name again, and you're going to easily double your money on that, in my opinion. Like, he's obviously a great shooter. I like that. Andrew Wiggins or Jaylen Brown. Yeah, no, I like that. I would rather have Jaylen Brown on my team if I was a GM. But for investment standpoint, I like that. I definitely will do that. I'll tag you in it. I'll give you all the credit. I like that. But it's some other people I'm buying. Devin Booker. Honestly, he's probably my favorite player in the league. No reason other than I like, something about him. I like guys that aren't on the big team. I've been buying him since the start. Finally, he got some love this year, which was cool. It was short-lived. Big fan of Devin Booker. I usually don't tell people that because I don't really want people to. You're the. Nah, dude. I ain't a goat. I hate heights, but Devin Booker, dude, honestly, I think he's phenomenal. And I like the guys that are on like the low income teams. Really, they're not obsessed with. Just as a fan, not as an investment. But I think he is an investment piece, to be honest. But if he goes to like the Lakers or someone big, game over, dude. His cards are gonna be stupid high. I like Bradley Beal a lot. I think he might get traded or go somewhere else where he's in the same aspect as Devin Booker. Obviously, fantastic player. Like my cards. Who this? I don't. Who this? Who is? But yeah, so I need to next time I'm going to bring my list of players that I'm buying, so I can take notes and let people know. But who are other people buying right now? I'm kind of curious. I need some good knowledge because Mike, man, I wish we were here like 10 minutes ago. We've been having a good convo. So we were talking about Klay Thompson. Coming off the year, Golden State was eating a bunch of nasty ass all season with the injuries. I think they're going to make a comeback. Their prices are going to skyrocket again. I was also talking about how Klay Thompson's going to be in Space Jam. Super, that's obviously nothing to do with his basketball like stats, but just the hype. Anytime you're in front of people, more people know your name. People are, they'll buy a card or two there, and that's how prices start to rise. In my opinion. But who am I talking about off-season NBA? I'm buying Trae Young. I love Trae Young. I think he's super underrated for I think that team, the Hawks, super close to putting it all together as well. And he's going to be the catalyst of that. And his prices are so cheap compared to players. The fact that you could have bought his Prism cards for almost the same price as MPJ at one time, like in the bubble, to me was mind-blowing. Like, I loved how people were buying stuff like that because I was like, yes, please sell me your Trae Young and I will give you, as many MPJ cards as you want. Not saying he's a bad player, but he just grew too fast. He's not there yet. Mars card, yeah. The Suns have some talent, man. They need to put some stuff together. They have a good few players that stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, like a lot of defensive players. Which I love Beal, but I'm a Gator. Yeah, I feel ya. De'Aaron Fox, MPJ, Bam, Hairja. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I think MPJ is gonna be good. For how fast his prices went up, I just feel like, you were paying way too much of a premium at that time. I'm trying to sell at a premium, not buy. Jaren Jackson, yes, buying Jaren Jackson. Love Jaren Jackson right now on that team. They're the same way as Atlanta, super close of coming to that next level. Definitely buying that living set soccer low print runs. Do I mess with soccer? So that the French guy, I'm not going to even try and say his name. I bought a shit ton of him in the off season, like around Christmas time, because I bought someone's collection and he had like a ton of Prism of him and Ronaldo and all the Messi, and I just put it in a box somewhere, and then stuff started taking off in soccer. And I looked at it, I had like 10 of each, got them graded. But no, I don't mess with soccer. I don't know anything about soccer. I will buy soccer if I know if someone I know tells me to buy certain players, I'm buying them. Like, I'm not gonna not buy players. I'm not gonna go all in, but Claxton base cards for $1 during the game. Yeah, that's solid. Yeah, it was a nice little payday, honestly. I was selling them for a good chunk of change. Yeah, that's what I love, man. I love buying like random stuff and putting them in a box and not even look at them, and then look at them like after a year or two, and then it's like, oh shit, I forgot I have these. So then I'm not tempted to sell them too early on, just to sell them. I call them like my time capsule boxes, where I'll put them in like a box like this, and I'll literally like write like time capsule on them, and I'll put the date that I did it, and I'll tape it, and then like after a year goes by, I'll look in it. Wisdom. appreciate it, man. Like my cards. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, I just love talking cards. You know, my handwriting's trash, by the way, so I'm trying to do this and talk to you guys. But I just appreciate, you know, I just love talking cards. Like, I miss going to card shows as much as I used to, going to card shops where I literally go there. You know, obviously I'm going there to buy cards, but just to talk to people. You know, I just love the hobby. And it's just tough, you know, mostly with working and stuff like that, where you can't really do that. And I went live yesterday for not the second time. The first time was like a trial. But yesterday I went live and I was like, dude, this is fun, man. Like, people are coming on and we're just talking cards. Like, it's so much fun too, where I'm not trying to sell anything, or like people aren't trying to sell me anything. Like, it's just super honest, like, perspective on stuff. Like, Durant, Brick City, what's up, dude? No, I like that insight. But the only thing I don't like about Durant is I was buying him up before the Gary Vee pump up. I gotta look at his prices again. Maybe they come back down. But yeah, no, I agree. Kevin Durant, his prices aren't even close to what they should be, honestly, for how good he is. Yeah, like, the only thing is I'm not a big fan of Kyrie. I just don't think I don't know, something about him where I just feel like he's bad for the clubhouse. Yeah, they're still high, Mike. Yeah. See, I just don't like to buy. I like to buy when people that no one are talking about, to be honest. Mars, man, are you from, do you live by, like, up in Brooklyn? Yeah, no, I agree. I agree on all that. I think Brooklyn is going to be surprised. I think they're solid. Curious to see who they're going to bring in. I wish they didn't have DeAndre Jordan. Honestly, I like Jarrett Jack, the Fro. You're from Boston, and you like the Nets. Do you like the Nets, or you just think they're going to be solid? Or do you like the Celtics? Honestly, I've been buying Steve Nash. True, I forgot Steve Nash is there. That's some good PR for him. Honestly, I'm a big Jason Tatum fan. I was buying him before. I think he was grossly underappreciated in the card market. You know, you got a nice little pump up. Yeah, no, Mars, I feel you, dude. I'll buy players of teams I don't like. You know, for the opportunity. I was just curious on that. Because I feel like you got a lot of insight on that. It's just good stuff. I'm going to grab a quick water. I'll be right back. I'm back. Nets are stacked. Who else do you like on the Nets? I'm going blank on who's on that team. Karis LeVert, I think he's solid, dude. Thoughts on Project 2020? Oof. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I made like, I'm not even gonna tell you how much I made on Project 2020. I bought it very early on, so I bought like 50 Project number 4s. For like right when I just thought it was a cool card. Honestly, I get alerts on my email from Topps. It's like, oh, that's a cool card. And I bought 50 of them. I was like, dude, this would be a cool display. You know, bought them for like what, like 18, whatever, 16 bucks a piece. Was selling them for like 2,300. I made a ton on Project 20, and then I sold them during that Memorial Day, where things like took off. And luckily I used a consigner where I didn't have to worry about returns and all that shit, because everyone's like, oh yeah, returns, like, yeah, I sold it for all this money and then returns. Like, luckily that's why I use a consigner where I don't have to worry about returns. Yeah, dude, I literally bought, yeah, that's gonna be probably one of my biggest buys of my life, profit wise, for how much I made on that. I've done 30 plus hours on client streams. Damn, dude, I'm gonna get on Jax. Dude, I trust you, dude. I'm gonna buy some Claxton. Honestly, I don't even know his first name. Oh, Nick. Yeah, Nick Claxton. But I'm gonna buy, what is Nick Claxton's Prism cards going for now? Jared Allen, yep, like him. Yeah, dude, Claxton cards aren't, that's awesome, me too. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna buy it back into Project 2020, like, probably by the end of, like, when it's at the end, because I love the set. Honestly, I bought it. I was buying them just because I liked the cards. Like, I had no intentions on selling them, but the money was too big where I had to sell them. I was like, this is stupid. Like, there's no way these are going to sustain. But I'm definitely going to go back and buy them because I just think it's a cool set. I love the MRC set. So I had a couple Trout autos of the MRC. Sold those. I had a few of the red ones. Beasley is super talented bench player who literally can exploit in. Yeah. What? Sorry, I'm not a basketball junkie like I am baseball or football. What's Beasley's first name? $8 for Claxton? Okay. Yeah, I'm buying them. Daniel, dude, Debo. I'm not just saying this, dude. You and I are literally on the same page on a lot of. Daniel Gafford has been one I've been buying for like 50 cents on StarStock and just storing them up. I like the Bulls team. I like, that's another one I wanted to bring up. Shit, I'm going blank on. Who's the guy on the Bulls? Why am I going blank on his name? Beasley in the second. Michael, okay. Yeah, I recognize that. Who on the Bulls? Not Kobe White, obviously. Zach LaVine. Big fan of Zach LaVine. I was buying his stuff for around what? Like $20 for his Prism. And then they started taking off for some random reason, and I was selling them like at 60, I think. But I'm hopefully those drop again. I like Billy Donovan as their coach. Honestly, I was kind of waiting for them to get a new coach. But big fan of Zach LaVine. I think that team might put it together. And they're in a great market, obviously. I like Kobe White a lot. I think he can be a pretty solid player, and he's so young, dude. Miles Bridges, PJ, Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, when is Jonathan Isaac coming back, though? Isn't that injury pretty extensive? Like, I'm just worried about him coming back anytime soon. Miles Bridges, yeah. PJ Washington, solid, yeah. I do like those. Laurie, I think Laurie can make a comeback. I mean, his stuff's pretty cheap. If the Bulls do well, you could probably double your money on a Laurie for how cheap he is. Remember how much hype he had when he was a rookie? I think it was rookie or second year. People were like, dude, this guy's legit. I was like, yeah, I mean, he's good, but I'm not going to be going all in on him. But now that they kind of dropped down again, I think he's a solid buy. Hey, Mars Cards, I'm going to forget that, dude. Will you DM me that? Actually, screw it. I got a piece of paper right here. I'm going to write it down. Isaiah Hartenstein. What do you guys think about the Trailblazers? Yusuf, I'm not going to say his name right. Okay, that's good to know. What do you guys think about the Trailblazers with Gary Trent Jr., Lillard? Do you think they have any chance of doing anything more than what they did this year? Yeah, Brick City, I agree, dude. Nurkic, I was buying him when he got hurt. his Prism was so cheap. And honestly, I didn't even know who he was, but my buddy, big sports guy, he doesn't collect cards. I was like, hey man, who you buying, or who should I buy for cards for basketball? Who's a good player that no one really talks about? And he told me his name. I was like, all right. So I bought a bunch of his stuff just because of him. And then I sold it during his bubble, during the bubble, and made a good bit of money on it. But I'm ready to buy back in on him in the off season. Yeah, I think Nurkic might be one where I don't grade him. I just kind of flip him. And missed the game due to dehydration. Yeah, dude. If I was an NBA player, I'd probably miss a few games from dehydration, just from drinking too much. And dude, I tried to play a basketball game a couple weeks ago, and I'm only 27 years old, and I felt like I was dying going back across, back and forth. I used to play for hours in the yard. Cheers. This is fun, man. I enjoy talking to all you guys. It's fun. Appreciate it. This is to dehydration. Salud. Brick City, I agree, man. DH Cards, what's up, dude? Sup, dude? Sup, guys? How you doing, man? Hopefully everyone's having a good Friday. Brick City, man, I agree. He's gonna be a double-double machine. And a team like that too, they're gonna rely on him a ton. As long as he drinks some Gatorade or something, maybe eat some pretzels between games or orange slices like at halftime. Dude, he's gonna be solid. I'll probably write the Trailblazers a letter recommending that, so he can make me some money. Yeah, Mars Cards, I agree. A lot of people like Rui. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously it's not lying. It's just, a lot of people do like him. I don't see it. I'm not a basketball genie though. But there's nothing there when I watch the games where I'm like, I should probably buy this guy. One thing that I do like that I don't really, watch, like I like basketball, but it's not something that I'm like super passionate about. I kind of like that aspect because I don't analyze the game. So like when I watch basketball, I'm buying the guys that I'm like, wow, like that player is a game changer. Like if I can tell he's a game changer, that means anyone will, because I don't know shit about basketball. Sending in, what have you been sending in buying? DH Cards, man. I buy collections. So I buy like big time collections. Anywhere from like 20K or more, and I kind of just sort through them and consign, StarStock, grade. But I do buy singles. What I've been buying right now is basketball and baseball. I'm sending in all my baseball and basketball and to get graded. Well, I sent most of my basketball to get graded like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and hopefully it comes back. I don't know when the NBA's, they're talking about like what, January? But yeah, what are you buying? DH Cards? Dude, I'm buying anyone that goes to the Spurs. I agree. I think Keldon Johnson, that's why he's a perfect mix. He started finally getting some playing time at the end, but coming out of Kentucky, any person that's coming out of Kentucky, has potential to do well just because of the, the pro system that they learn in college. But I had a question for you guys. So, I'm going to say his name wrong. OZ Opello with the Heat. Opella from Stanford. Always scoop them Tucky boys. Yeah, you're right. No, I agree. SGA, dude, that's why I was buying him. His Prism was not, like, his stuff was cheap. And I still didn't understand it for a while, so I was secretly buying a ton of him. And then he randomly took off, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. I didn't even want to sell it at that time, but I did sell some. But yeah, Kentucky guys, absolutely. Mostly if they're in a good situation, like on a good team, and they're playmakers, big fan. KZ, yeah, what do you guys, super long shot. KZ Opella, but he seems like a super high ceiling, you know, very big risk, very low floor. But I don't know, like I just like the aspect of the Heat developing players, to be honest. I feel like they're kind of like the Tampa Bay Rays of like developing and just doing things right. I could be completely wrong though, because basketball's not my shit. But I feel like if I can buy his cards for 50 cents to $1 for Prism, why not? You know, if he doesn't do anything, I guess I don't really care though, because it's a cheap buy-in. Victor Robles, completely agree, dude. He unfortunately got overshadowed by Juan Soto, but his defense is going to, you know, people don't really realize defense in center field. That dude is going to be he's solid. I wouldn't sell. Okay. I like your approach on KZ. I know what you mean by that. Not buying or selling, just kind of holding and see what happens. You like Grant Williams, really? I've never heard anyone say that. Yeah, I mean, having his own podcast. I'm not buying, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to buy his stuff. He can run like a deer. Yeah, dude, he's fast as shit. I'm a Heat fan. KZ played a little before the injury. It's too early to tell. And yeah, no, I agree, man. Brick City, I like that, yeah. So my question is, let's say you did pull KZ Prism, would you grade it, or would you still just kind of wait? Because with grading prices these days, you know, it's an investment to grade anything. Mars Cars, dude, they had Grant Williams mic'd up all the time in the playoffs, and I'm like, why they keep putting a mic on this guy? He's on the sidelines just going nuts. But that makes sense. I didn't realize he was super vocal. It's interesting. Wait, yeah. How about Eric Pascal? So, you know, he's in a good situation with Golden State, you know, second rounder. I personally, you know, his Prism, if you can buy him anywhere from $5 to $10, I think that's a buy, honestly. So let's say, you know, he's on a good, solid Golden State team, which they will be next year. You know, that card has to be going up by at least 15, you know, has to be at least 15 to $20, right? I don't see it not. Yeah. I can see where you're coming from, Mars. I'll look more into that. I'm a little wary on that, though, to be honest. But I guess his shit is pretty cheap, so it's not really too much of a risk. So I probably will. I like to find big lots of, like, if you could scoop Duncan Robinson. True. Yeah, dude. Brick City, I have a couple of his, what was his only rookie last year or 2 years ago? The auto. I bought a couple of his autos before the playoff, or really before the bubble. I sold a few of them just because they went pretty high, but I'm definitely going to be buying some more. Yeah, Kyle Tucker, 100%. So one of my other buddies I talked to quite a bit, I was talking to him yesterday about Kyle Tucker. I'm not sold on him yet. I don't know. I feel like he's been a top prospect for like 3 years now. He doesn't have the confidence. And, you know, I just don't like players that don't have confidence. I think he's a good player. I think he's on a good team. I don't know. I mean, I'll buy him when he's young. So my biggest thing is when I'm buying someone, I say, okay, let's say I'm buying a card for $10. Would I rather have that card, or would I rather have a different card? If I'm thinking about that, Kyle Tucker, or I could be buying Bo's for $5. Not to go back on Bo, but I just can't believe how freaking cheap this is. I really don't. I don't know. I could just be getting kind of, last year I bought Fernando Tatis when he got hurt. Same thing as Bo. He was doing well. He got hurt. Good situation. A team coming up with young guys. But I was buying Fernando Tatis for like literally $5 to $10 for months. I'm talking hundreds of his series, whatever that is, the four period 01 cards, tops. And then it took off, and I'm like, dude, I've been telling people this forever. Yeah, man. Yeah, just don't scoop up too many, man. I'm trying to still buy something, to be honest with you. But if you ever buy too much, you want to sell for $5, I will literally buy every single card of Bo you have for $5 of tops. You're not. Bo's a stud, dude. So Debo, I'm gonna talk to you after this, but look at Bo's stats. Compare them to Fernando Tatis. Just a good player, man. Like watching him play too. He has a different. I don't know. I always call it the intangible, where I can't explain why I like a player or not. Yeah, you're right, Jordan. So it's funny you say that. So I was buying Jordan last year pretty heavily before he made his debut, because he was crushing the ball in AAA, like stupid numbers. And I'm like, dude, this guy's going to come back and rake. He debuted on my birthday, June 9th, and I had a bunch of his Bowman autos, and I was selling them like crazy. And I was like, shit. Like, I wasn't mad that I sold them, but that dude's going to hit for years to come. I like Jordan. I just don't like his defense at all. So I don't usually like buying the big bats that's just straight offense. I like your defensive. I like shortstops, and I like center fielders. I don't buy anything else long term. I'll buy, obviously a Juan Soto, where he's a one of a kind, 19 years old at the time when I was buying him. Unbelievable hitter. There's different things. But I'm not buying Jordan. I think he's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, he did take the whole year off. He might be a solid play buying some of his cheaper stuff, because the way I look at it is, and so let's say Jordan's Series 1, whatever his prices are, let's say they're $1 to $5. You could buy him now, and even if he doesn't pan out to be a $35 card, most likely you can make your money back, which is, to me, there's a no risk. The only thing you're losing is opportunity cost on buying someone else. So to me, I'm willing to take a risk on, I'll put $1,000, $2,000 on a player like that all day just to see what happens, because I can probably make, I'm probably not going to lose money on that. As long as you evaluate, and you can't be afraid to tell yourself, hey, he doesn't have it. You can't be afraid to take a smaller loss to realize you're not going to take a bigger loss. In my mind, I don't know if I explained that right, but yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Just my 2 cents. Yeah, he does have the swag, but I'm really I just love baseball cards. So I'm a big fan of Topps. These refractors, I don't know, I love them. And one thing that I'll do is I'll buy lots of goats like Mike Trout, and I'll buy stuff like this in lots and sell. Let's say there's a lot of 100 and there's 2 refractors. I'll buy that lot just for the 2 refractors and sell the other stuff dirt cheap, the base stuff. But I'll grade this, and as long as I think it's going to be a 10, even if it comes back a 9, I'm not super mad about it. But that stuff, I don't know, that's the stuff that I'm buying. I'm probably, I'll grade this, pay $16 to grade it. Maybe pay $1 or $2 for this card, or $1 to $5. So I'm in the card for $21, and I'll put it in a safe and just sit on it, man. Honestly, one day, when I'm going to have a bunch of kids, and they're gonna need to go, you know, gonna need money for Playboys and shit. So, you know, I'll be able to sell it later on, and or even just to have it. You know, for me, I'm still a collector at heart, where I still just collect cards that I like. Like, there's stuff that I grade that I am not necessarily trying to make money on. It's just a cool